Perfect. So we're just letting everybody get in here and join us. So make sure you guys are comfortable. This is going to be a very experiential experience as we do some connections with you all. And again, just connect with us in the chat. We'll read the chats. Let us know where you're from. Let us know how you're doing today, and welcome everybody. Perfect. And I think we'll get started. We'll listen for the extra people to come in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so welcome everybody. Thanks for coming today and spending some time with us doing some clearing of stuck emotions. We're going to do some medical mediumship readings, and then we're going to do a group healing. So we'll get through everything. I want to start off by introducing myself to you. If this is the first time that you are coming and joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for letting us share space with you. And if you have been here many times, thank you for continuing to share your healing journey with us all. So I am going to tell you a little bit about who I am. And I feel like this is important because whenever you go to somebody for energy healing, or whenever you're going to trust anybody to do that kind of intimate energy exchange with you, I feel like it's a good idea that you have a good sense of their background, of where they have got their teachings from, where they get their experience from. And so I'm going to not give you guys everything. I do have a book that's coming out. All of that, the whole story will be in the book, so it'll be there. But I'm just going to highlight some things that'll be important for what we're going to be doing today. So I am a mother of 3 children. They're grown now, 21, 20, and 18. I've been married for 23 years. And I have been a business owner for the last 17 years. And so my journey started off as a registered health professional. I was a acupuncturist and I practiced traditional Chinese medicine. And I had a wellness center where I had other practitioners that worked with us doing multiple modalities. And somewhere along that line, I had spirit working with me, through me, when I was doing intakes with my clients. And at the time, I didn't fully understand how I was receiving the information that I was. It was later on that I did come to realize that I had always a team of spirit that was working with me, through me. I feel like maybe I was probably not the most receptive to it, and that's why the process took a little a little bit longer probably than they had liked. My training, right? My life training. But the next step for me was I ended up sitting in mediumship circles. And so I was having a ton of things happen to me, neurological things, physical things, emotional things, spiritual things that were unexplainable. And so I started that path of self-discovery. And one of the very first steps was sitting in a mediumship development circle. And I soon realized that, in fact, I was a channel. And in fact, was psychic. I knew I was always an empath. I'd been an empath since I was born. But I wasn't using all of my gifts until I formally learned how to use them. And so I did that for quite a few years before actually working with clients and using this work with clients. And then, of course, my whole career shifted and changed because COVID came and my practice had to shut down. We weren't allowed to see patients. And so my whole business moved online. And it was, like spirit just guided me into, well, this is how you're doing this now. This is how we're going to do things, which was a huge shift because I had been doing live events. We would have, many people come in and we would do live events, live readings. Of course, I was seeing patients every day, and that completely shifted and changed for the better. It really was when they say that every cloud has a silver lining, that definitely was the silver lining. And then about 2 years ago, I got really sick, like really sick. I had severe neurological fatigue. I've overcome and healed over 50 symptoms: adrenal fatigue, thyroid disorder, pre-diabetes. The list is huge. And I had to heal myself. I had to go through this whole healing journey, and I had to discover so much about myself, so much about healing. And I had already been doing this for, 13, 14 years. So I thought I knew everything, but I finally realized that I actually had to learn a lot more. And luckily, the spirit team that I work with, they were there with me the entire time. And now I fully understand, coming full circle, that it's all being part of my training so that I can come back now and do the medical mediumship with clients. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be connecting with my spirit team. And so they are just a collection of spirit energies, of ascended masters, of galactic beings, of angels. And of course, we do this entire process through God's light, through the light of Creator. And when we do this, it's kind of a combined effort because we connect with your teams who know you extremely well. And then we connect with your higher self. And when we do the readings, the information that we receive is exactly what you need to know in this moment. And we're going to be doing some stuff with the medical mediumship. And so if there are any brave people out there, when we get to that point, you're just going to put your hand up, and then we will know that you want to come on and do some of that one-on-one work with us. But the very first thing we're going to start off with doing is doing some emotional clearing and releasing. Does anybody out there feel like they have anything that can be released? Does anybody feel like they've got some stuff that's coming up that wants to hit the deck? Yeah, absolutely. So you might have heard of this before, and this work that we're basing it on, what we're kind of following it on, is the emotion code. Has anybody heard of the emotion code or the body code? No? Okay, so it's actually, and if you can see the books, it's here by Dr. Bradley Nelson. He's written both of the books. So this is something that you can do anytime on your own. You can grab the books, learn how to do the techniques, and you can pull up the charts and you can do this clearing on yourself. You can also go and find an emotion code practitioner or a body code practitioner, and you can have them do the work with you. That's how I found it. I actually was looking for, this is back in the day when I was, exhausting every healing modality, and I stumbled across somebody who was doing this work. And at the time in my healing journey, it was helpful. It was incredibly helpful. And sometimes it's really helpful to have somebody come and help you with things. Do you know what I mean? I always say I can clean my own house. I can clean my own floors, but every once in a while, you like somebody to come in there and do the cleaning for you. So if that's something that resonates with you after we play with a little bit, by all means, reach out and find somebody. And if you would like the information of the person that I worked with, just send me an email and I'll send you her contact information as well. So we're going to do a version of it. So we're going to do it, I call it Spirit's version of it, because we don't do the exact. And for the purpose of what we're doing today is we just want to lighten the load. We just simply want to get some of the density in the frequencies that we're holding out of our physical body, right? And for me, on my healing journey, this was huge because it wasn't just the physical aspects of my whole being that were sick, it was my emotional stuff as well. And so if you're anybody who is being on a healing journey or is working on your healing something, you'll know that it's all of these components, right? It's body and mind and soul and spirit and all of it encompassed. And you kind of have to go and spend some time with each one of them, if that makes sense to you guys. So let's get into this, and how this is going to work is we're going to bring up the emotion code chart. And this is something that you get in the book. You can find it online. And what we do is we will go through it. We connect with the group that's here, that's watching this. And so if you're watching this on replay, know that you're part of that collective energy that we're tuning into, because there's no such thing as space or time, which is really cool. So you will reap the benefits of what we're doing, even if you didn't catch it live. And that's why we're recording it. So when we go in, we're going to connect with the group energy in whole. And then what Spirit does for me is they will highlight specific emotions that are most dominant, that are most present in everybody in the group. And then what we are going to do is you're going to connect with your higher self. The easiest way to do this is hands on your heart, just taking a slow, deep breath, just grounding and centering, getting out of your mind, getting into your body. And when we bring up an emotion, you're going to connect with this part of you as to acknowledge whether that emotion is present and is ready to be released within you. And if it's not, then you don't have to work on clearing it. So if we highlight an emotion and it comes up that you're like, yes, I can feel that. I resonate with that emotion. I got it in there somewhere. Then all you have to do is create the intention. So just simply create the intention. And Spirit kind of shows it to me like this. We're literally, just as an example, let's bring up fear, because everybody has fear. Let's bring up the frequency of fear. They'll show it to me. And what we do is we literally are just going to have a conversation with it, an energetic conversation. So there's no words really involved in it. We're just tuning into that frequency. We're recognizing that we're holding it within our vessel. And with kindness and compassion, we allow it to release. Does that make sense? So we are going to connect with these frequencies on an energetic level without any judgment, without any kind of need to fix it or change it. We're simply just going to acknowledge that the frequency is there, and with through the frequency of love and compassion, we're just going to release it. We're just going to allow it to release it. How many of you guys think that sounds way too easy? How many of you are like, yeah, right. I'm just gonna have a energetic connection with this frequency and it's gonna leave me just like that, right? I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Spirit is always saying to me, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. So when we do this work today, just feel. You're going to feel energetically how you're feeling, and then we're going to see how you're feeling after. That's the perfect place for us to start right now. So what I want you guys to do is I want you just to close your eyes for just a moment. Just hand on chest, hand to heart center. And just ground yourself, because when we feel grounded, we feel safe. And when we feel safe, we are more receptive, more open to receive healing, to also open the door to release, right? So just take that moment to get grounded and centered, and just have the awareness, a simple awareness of what you're sitting on. Just feel the connection of your body, of your being, with your chair or your bed or your whatever you're sitting on. And just bring yourself into that place where those two energies meet. And this is Spirit's just calling, this is your anchoring post. This is where we're going to anchor and ground you in this spot. And now, just in this grounded state of being, you're going to create the intention. Here's how we start to play with the intention. You're going to create the intention of connecting with your higher self, with your soul energy. And the gateway to do this is through the gateway of gratitude. So if you can just feel that vibrational energy for a moment, just feel something that you're grateful for. It can be something as simple as that cup of coffee that you had, or that donut, or your puppy or your cat or your child, whatever makes you instantly feel that vibration. Just call that to your mind, to your body, and just feel that. And you're just anchoring that vibrational frequency in so that you can then connect with your higher self and allow your higher self to step up, to step forward. And as you do this, we are going to ask that you scan your whole being right now, just from head to toe, just as an observer, no judgment, no need to fix or change or adjust anything, no need to worry about it or understand it. Just do a scan. And when you're done from head to toe, I want you to ask your higher self to show you a number. And this is going to be your base frequency right now. So 0 being the lowest frequency, 10 being the highest frequency. So 0 may be somebody who's feeling very depleted, no energy. 10, if you're feeling completely balanced, you're feeling joy and bliss and love and gratitude, and all of the frequencies in between there. And whenever you get that number of where your base frequency is right now, you can write it down so you remember it, or you can share it in the chat. And we're going to use that as our starting point. And there's no rush to get your number. Take some time. You might hear it, you might feel it, you might see it. You might just get a sense of what it is. And just make sure you write it down though. Write it down or put it in the chat so you don't forget it, because we're going to want to go back and see it. Okay. So if everybody's ready, we're going to go in and we're going to start doing some clearing. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so that you guys can see this. Perfect. So everybody can see all of the emotions that we have coming up here, right? You can see all of that. Now, you're just going to take a second before we start this, and you're going to say to yourself, to your higher self, I'm giving myself permission to release any of these emotions that I am holding right now in this moment that do not serve me. And by not serving you, we mean that they are dragging you down. They are making you feel less than ideal. They're weighting you down. We're going to release it. And we're going to bring some physical action into this when we do this. We're going to use our hands. There's a lot of energy that comes through our hands, right? We are natural healers. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to swipe a meridian, which is traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture. Every organ has a meridian. The meridian that we are going to swipe is a governing meridian. So it's a meridian that actually gathers the energy of all the meridians. So it's a very powerful meridian to clear. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to take our hands, and if you happen to have a magnet, and it's okay if you don't, but if you happen to have one, any kind of magnet will work. You can do this, but you can just do it with your hand as well. You're going to take it from the point underneath your nose, and then you're just going to swipe that line to the back of the nape of your neck. And we're going to do this 3 times. So each time we swipe, we're going to create the intention that I'm going to release whatever emotion it is, and then we're going to swipe 3 times on it. Everybody got that? Everybody following along with that? Okay. So we're going to tune into the group right now. Spirit's going to show us energetically what frequency needs to be cleared right now by everybody. You're going to tune into your own vibrational energy and see if there's a resonance there, meaning that it is coming up for you. And then you're going to create the intention to clear it and release it. So the very first energy frequency that we're going to clear is abandonment. And it's also very interesting, and you can see how this will show you up in the physical body. If you can see in the first row, it will have the organs that it is connected to. So if we look at abandonment, it would be affecting the heart or the small intestine. Just showing you a tiny little bit about that. But we're going to go through and we're going to clear abandonment. So if that feels like it resonates for you, then we're going to clear it. And if it doesn't, then you can just sit this one out. So we're going to clear abandonment. 3 times we're swiping. And breathe while you're doing it. Remember, your breath is incredibly powerful and it's going to help to move the energy. So make sure that you are breathing through this process. Okay. The next frequency we're going to remove and clear is anxiety. So we're going to release that 3 times. Notice how I was breathing more intensely when I'm doing that. If the emotion comes up for you and it feels like it has some intentional charge to it, then by all means, use your breath. It's also perfectly good and normal if when we're doing this, you have emotional energy that comes up where you feel like you need to cry or moan or anything that comes up. Just remember, it's just energy moving and clearing. Okay. So the next frequency we are going to release is lack of control. Good. And then the next we are going to release is bitterness. And now we are going to release indecisiveness. Remember to create the intention every time you do it. See that frequency, see it connected to you, and create the intention to release it, to surrender it. Now we're going to release panic. And let me know in the comments how you guys are doing as we're doing this. It's perfectly normal. I put normal in quotations because there's no such thing. To feel a little bit lightheaded when we're doing this work, to feel a little bit ungrounded when we're doing it. Remember, we're moving energy. So that's when you then bring your attention back to where you're sitting, to your anchoring point, okay? We are now going to clear blaming. We are now going to clear fear. We are now going to clear pride. How are you guys doing? Hanging in there? We are now going to clear failure. We are now going to clear grief. Notice how I took a big deep breath as that one came up, because that's a big one for me. We are now going to clear humiliation. And now we're going to clear overjoy. And I'll explain that one. Now, you would think that joy, can't you have too much of a good thing, right? When we have overjoy in the body, it's like that excitement that doesn't feel comfortable. It's like that hyperactive state that is not, you can't keep it for very long because it depletes the energy. So when we're in that overjoy state, you'll often see these people that have manic episodes, right? Where you're up and down. That's the overjoy. So it's not something that we want to keep within our frequencies. Okay, so we're gonna clear, and I think this will be the last one we'll end on it, is self-abuse. And again, that might feel like something that doesn't resonate with you, but feel into that frequency because it's coming up for the group. Oh, they're saying one more. We are going to clear creative insecurity. And one more because they're showing me another one. And this is connected with this, so we're going to clear conflict. Good. So now they're saying done to me. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious as to that was a tag team on those last two of who needed to clear those two together specifically. They were going together. Okay. And it's perfectly normal, guys. Again, for all of the things that you're feeling, all of the stuff that you're feeling, it's just moving of energy, just clearing of energy. If you have some water to drink now, if you can drink some water, drink some water. Yeah, somebody is saying about the new moon. This new moon, yeah, it's crazy. This is very, very powerful new moon energy. I am such a huge fan of new moon energy, but the January, February new moons, yikes. This is they're like no other. Normally the new moon is very, very supporting, right? It makes you feel inspired and you're excited. But I feel like it's like that overjoy. Like we're getting that overjoy component in it, which it's just too much to handle for sure. Yeah, so all of the stuff that everybody's feeling, if you're feeling lightheaded, the chest pains, the all the shivers, all of that, it's just energy moving and flowing. And just remind yourself when you're doing this work to listen to your body and not so much the mind, because the mind is not a reliable source when it is translating for the body, right? Remember that. The more and more work that I do, I'm starting to realize that the brain is almost like an AI program, right? It doesn't have any intuition, it doesn't have any depth to it. And what it does is it takes the signals from the body and then it translates it, the brain translates it. And I feel like a lot of things get lost in translation. So if you're like getting any fear-based thoughts about it, just be like to your mind, thank you, but we're okay. We're okay, right? Okay. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Check in now with yourself again, just for a second, just to close your eyes. Yes, releasing through yawning. That is a great way to do that. We were doing the vagus nerve reset this morning. It's very, very helpful to do. Just tune in right now with yourself for a second, and I just want to see where that number is for you. So again, just hand on chest, closing your eyes, just getting grounded, centered. Just ask to be shown where your base frequency is right now, what number comes up for you. And then just make a note of it. You can write it down or you can share it in the chat. And we just want to see if it shifted a little bit for you, if it moved a little bit. Wow, 3 to 7. That's great. That's a pretty significant shift. Absolutely. 5 to 7. Awesome. And if you are not hearing or seeing or feeling a shift, just know that it's happening. It is happening. When we do a little bit more work, you might feel a little bit more, but depending on, how much resistance you have within your energy field, sometimes it's hard to have that clarity, but it's happening. It's happening. Energy actually moves much easier than we think that it does. Okay, so let's go and do some of the medical mediumship readings with you guys. So in order to do this, so you need to put your camera on. So we need to be able to see you, need to be able to hear you, and you just can put your hand up in your little, there's a little spot on your thing. You can put your hand up, and when you do that, then we'll connect with you, and then we'll bring you on. And we are simply just going to go in and we are going to scan your whole being, because for the sake of us doing this in a group, we're not going to air all of your stuff for everybody to hear and see. We won't get into specifics about everything, all of the details. We'll save that for when you're doing a private one-on-one with us. But we will go in, we will acknowledge it, we will ask you for validation, and we will do some work to help to shift it, to move it a little bit. Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay, so just let me see the hand up, whoever wants to come on and do this work. Perfect. So I'm going to get Jennifer to come in. Just unmute you, Jennifer.
Hi.
Perfect. Can you hear and see us okay?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Beautiful. And so all we need, Jennifer, from you is just permission for us to go in and connect with you right now. And you can do this silently to yourself, or you can say it out loud, however you're comfortable doing this.
Give permission.
Okay, so they're taking me right up to the very, very top of your being. We're talking about a lot of activity coming through the crown chakra. So they're saying to me that you have a lot of crown chakra activations that are happening. This is giving you a sense of instability, giving you a sense of being wobbly, giving you a sense of being ungrounded. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay, so into the physical body, now they're taking me into your thyroid. So they're saying to me that the thyroid is slow and sluggish. They're saying that the thyroid has a high viral load. They're talking to me about chronic ear infections or chronic sinus infections. Do you understand this?
I used to get a lot of sinus infections. Yeah.
Okay, so they're saying that there is a lot of bacteria in this part of the body and it's still there. They're saying that this is where it likes to stay. It likes to stay there. Because of this, it's plugging up the lymphatic system, the lymphatic drainage in the neck. This can feel like pressure, also can feel like a dull headache to you. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay, so they're taking me to the cardiovascular system. They're saying that there is a fluttering of energy in there. They're saying that this causes anxiety for you, feeling like heart palpitations. This is simply the vagus nerve spasming. Do you understand this?
I do get heart palpitations. Yes.
Okay, they're saying rest assured this is not your cardiovascular system. This is not the heart. This is the vagus nerve. This is related to your nervous system. Yes, okay. And because of this, they bring me into your digestive system. They're saying that this is slow and sluggish. The nutrient absorbent is not working as well as it should be. They're also saying that this is an area where you store a lot of worry, a lot of concern over concern. Do you understand this?
All correct. Yes.
Okay, okay. And so then they take me into your adrenal glands, into your kidneys. This would be your low back. They're saying that you're feeling pressure there. There would be, they're saying under pressure. Do you understand this?
Yes, that makes sense. Yes.
Okay. And they are saying because the lymphatic system is backed up, in general, your joints are feeling tighter. They are feeling less movable than you would like them to be. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay. So they are saying that gentle movement is required. Your body requires gentle movement. This is walking. They're saying this is getting out of your mind, getting into your body, reconnecting with the body.
Yes.
Okay. So they're also saying that citrus is important for you. They're saying that the lemon, ginger, honey water is very important for you for flushing the lymphatic system.
Okay.
They're also saying cucumber juice. Cucumber is very, very good for you for neutralizing the excess energy, the acidity in the digestive stomach, in the digestive tract.
Okay.
Okay, so they're also saying that lemon balm is also a good choice for you, a good sedative, a good herbal for you to take not just at bedtime, but throughout your day in small dosages, they're saying.
Okay.
Okay, so they are saying that there has to be a removal of toxic Teflon, they're showing me, like toxic in a pan, in pans, in pots. This needs to be removed from your environment.
Okay.
They're also saying you need to stop using tin foil in your cooking. The tin foil needs to be removed as well. You have a
Okay.
tendency to hold on to heavy metals, which is disrupting your hormones and your neurological system. Okay. So they're saying they're just showing me cilantro right now. Cilantro, in addition to your smoothies or to your meals, would be helpful as cleansing, clearing all of this out. Yes, okay. And so they are saying that we want to put your mind at ease, that these disorders that are in the body are very, very superficial. They are very, very ready to be released.
Okay.
There is emotional energy, emotional entanglement that is keeping it stuck in the body.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
So emotional release is going to be an important part of your healing journey, important part of the healing component to healing the body, mind, and soul. Okay. So they are saying that you need to be anchoring through your heart center, not through your root chakra. They're just clearing out the crown chakra to bring some stability into your being. Okay. So with an expansion of your energy field, they're saying that this can be accomplished. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. How's everybody doing? Good. Okay. Rachel, we're going to bring you up, so you have to unmute yourself.
There we go. Okay, I figured out.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Okay, so we just need your permission to connect with you.
Yes.
Okay. So they are taking me right into the mind, the brain, the skull right now. They want to let me know that there's a lot of things that are chronic in the body right now. Do you understand this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They are saying to me that there is pressure in the cranial joints of the brain. Do you understand this?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. They are saying to me that there is, I don't know if this is from an accident. They're saying to me that there is inflammation in that part of the body. Was there a jarring or an accident that took place that you would understand?
No, no.
Okay. Because they are saying whiplash to me. They are saying that there was some type of
Oh,
whiplash.
years ago when I was like 19,
Yeah.
maybe that's when.
Yeah. So remember, everything that we hold in our body is from the moment that we take our first breath, right? Everything that they're
Okay.
bringing up. Because of this, that particular injury has never fully healed. Because of that, they're showing me a displacement of the cranial nerves and the cranial plates. Do you understand this?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. They're also saying that because of this, that there's a lot of neck and shoulder immobility or tightness or pain. Do you understand this?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're saying that this is a contributing factor to not being able to sleep well, not having great sleep. Do you understand this?
Definitely. Yep.
Okay. Okay. They are saying to me that in the joints, they're taking me into the knees. They're saying that there is fluid in this part of the body that also is full of debris. They're saying debris, garbage in the body. Do you understand this?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. They're saying because of this, there's extra pressure being put around the pericardium, around the heart, and for this would show up in higher than ideal blood pressure. Do you understand this?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. They're saying that this is in fact the arteries. The walls of the arteries are inflamed. This inflammation can easily be brought down through juicing, through bringing in more vegetables, more vegetable juice, they're saying for you.
Okay.
They're saying there's a lack of this in your diet. Do you understand this?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. And they're just showing me tomatoes, tomato juice. This would be very helpful for you. They're saying baby steps for you. So that makes me feel like you're somebody that would not be like, okay, I'm just going to do the cleanse, but baby steps.
Okay.
Okay. So they're saying that there also needs to be the addressing of the emotional component of guilt and shame. There's a lot of guilt and shame being held onto. You feel this in your center torso. Do you understand this?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Okay. They're giving me the word incubation. I don't understand the meaning of that. They're not expanding on it. Do you understand incubation?
I'm not sure.
Okay. We'll let you sit with that. We'll let you hang on to that because they're not expanding on it.
Okay.
Okay. So then they take me into the liver so that they're saying that there is a liver fire, there is a overburdened liver. They're saying that the liver is damaged by alcohol. Do you understand this?
I guess a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So they're just clearing out some of the hepatic vessels in that part of the body. They want you to know that your body is willing to change. It's willing to heal. As we go in and connect with your vessel right now, it's very open and very receptive to this changing. Yes, okay. So they are saying that the mind and the body are on opposing teams right now. They're on opposing sides. That needs to be brought together. There needs to be a oneness that comes in. Do you understand this?
Mm-hmm. I do. Yeah.
Okay. So they're saying that you need to do some work on self-discovery. There needs to be some true self-discovery with less projecting. So less about other people's stuff and more about your stuff. Yes, okay. And so they're just working on the third eye, clearing of the third eye. Do you understand pressure in the head, pressure in the skull?
Not so much, no.
Okay. So they're releasing that. There is a blockage in that part. So they're saying to us that you would feel lack of clarity, or you would have indecisiveness. You would find it difficult to make decisions on the spot. Do you understand this?
Yes, I understand that part, yeah.
Okay. And so they're just saying that there's conflicting emotions that's causing that chaotic energy, the chaotic energy in the body. Okay. So more movement is required to bring the blood pressure down, though more support for the lymphatic system, more cleansing of the blood. The liver needs less fat in the diet. The diet needs to be cleaner.
Okay.
Yes. Also lowering your salt intake. There's too much salt in the diet. This pushes the pressure on the arteries. Okay. So they're also saying there needs to be a deeper understanding, a deeper compassion from you for the emotional aspects of the body, the trauma that's stored in the body. There's a lot of trauma around the pericardium and around the heart. Do you understand this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're saying some of you would call this broken heart syndrome. Do you understand this?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they are asking for you to take a deep breath right now, just to take a deep breath to move the stuff that they've cleared. Okay. They're saying that we ask you to do this because there is much resistance there. Okay. We're done.
Thank you very much.
You're
I think I
welcome.
needed to hear that.
Thank you. That's wonderful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. How are we doing, guys? Good? Everybody's doing good? So we just have a couple minutes left in this. So we're going to do our group clearing healing right now. So this is everybody. We're going to work in and connect with each one of you and work on clearing and releasing some of the energy that is in you and that is around you. So all you guys need to do is just close your eyes. Just get comfortable. If you have something to drink before we go in and do this, then by all means drink it. So just getting yourself comfortable, hands to your heart center. Just begin to focus on your breath, on your breathing, on your anchoring into your physical body, giving yourself permission to get out of your mind. And we just gather everybody's energy. And it really helps when we're going in and we're doing this energy clearing on you, that you just open up your vessel through the frequency of gratitude. So again, just bring to mind, not with thought, but with feeling of something that makes you feel lighter. And we're just going to start by opening up everybody's energy, just expanding the auric field for everybody so that there's some space created within the layers. And please use your breath as we're doing this work for you so that you are an active participant in the clearing and the moving of the frequencies that do not serve you, that no longer serve you. There's much mind conflict within the group. And we're just going to remove and clear some of the density, some of the energetic debris. As we're doing this, we're removing some of the cords, some of the anchors that are binding you, that have been controlling you, that have been holding you in a stuck, stagnant state of being. Please acknowledge any emotional energy that comes up and give it permission to be released, to be surrendered. And just to acknowledge, they're saying that many of you are receiving assistance from galactic beings. Just to accept and receive this assistance. We're just going through and acknowledging the layers of the past traumas that are blanketing you, that are suffocating you. And acknowledging that the mind loves the nostalgia of this dominant way of replaying, of retelling the tales. They're saying this is no longer serving you, never was. They're helping to create new ways, new paths of doing, of seeing, of feeling, of hearing, of experiencing with you, if you allow us. This comes with a greater sense of clarity, a greater sense of courage, less instability, less confusion, less dominance from density and darker frequencies, less vulnerability. And just breathe in, take a few big, deep breaths as they're filling your vessel with this light right now. And you may feel your eyelids flutter. This is just the vessel receiving the light. They're wanting you just to bring your attention just up to above your head, to your crown, to the crown chakra. They just want you to understand that this is the portal to be receiving the light through, that it is safe to receive the light through this part, through this portal, through this opening. We assure you that we are keeping you safe while you are receiving these downloads, these upgrades, this light infusion. Just allowing this light to now go through your nervous system, circling your vagus nerves, your cranial nerves, all the way down through your digestive system. Just communicating with every cell in your body. Just infusing your whole being with a sense of peace and calm. And nourishment for your soul on the deepest level, in the most profound way. And just take a deep breath to acclimate with these energies. And they want us just to close with your hands on your heart and saying to yourself, I am safe, I am love, I am light, I am safe, I am love, I am light. I am safe. I am love. I am light. Transmission is complete. How are you guys doing? Drink some water. Drink some water. So go in and tune in right now again with your higher self in this like floaty state that you're in right now. And get a number of your vibrational frequency where you are, 0 to 10, where you are in that. Write it down or put it in the chat. And let's see if it shifted more from you from the very beginning. Remember that what we've done, they're just saying to me right now, there's no completion, there's no beginning, there's no end. So as long as you keep yourself in this state of being, meaning don't go into your mind, don't go into worry, don't go into fear, these energies are continue to communicate with you. They're going to continue to work with you and flow through you. Good. So everybody's having some kind of shift. Perfect. So make sure you drink lots of water as soon as we get off this call. Don't jump up and go and do the dishes or clean your house. Take a little bit of time to acclimate to everything, to get back into feeling grounded. Beautiful. And we want to thank you guys so much for connecting with us. Make sure that you are a subscriber on the website so that when we do the free events like this again, you'll be notified and you guys can come and join us and play with us again. And we're sending you all huge blessings, sending everybody huge, huge blessings. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Beautiful. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.